right, everyone. You have Ulysses Esporo here, back at it again with another first place 5-round locals here at Collectible Exchange. New format, post-dueling Nexus. And you guys know it's Ulysses, so you guys know it's gonna be some nice new spice. What were your matchups today before anything? And then you can tell us what you were playing.
Okay, so I played that's like the new like Xeno like stuff, but like the Dino stuff. That's pretty much Dinos. That was pretty cool deck, but I mean, I had Joe, and Joe was pretty good, I guess. So that was my first one. My second was against the Neo for Nova Knight deck. That was actually kind of hard because you can hand trap them, but they can still keep going and play through all of that. So that deck is really good. Yeah, so I beat that. It was 2-1 against Dinos. It was 2-0, and then I played against what did I play against?
3 more rounds.
Brandon, I think it was like Brandon. I think I don't remember. And I won 2-0, and then I played against don't remember my match.
It's been a long day. I know you played Cash in the final round.
Yeah,
you won 2-0 that one,
yeah.
which is pretty impressive.
But yeah.
But all right, what were we playing? Tell us the goo. What was it on?
I played Rescue Ace. It's not a new deck, but it recently got support, so
Yes, it's officially a deck now.
it's officially a deck now. It used to be a deck, but before it was just like kind of like inconsistent. And now you got like stuff that makes it consistent, makes it able to pop off and do the stuff that it wants to do. So I think it's pretty good. It reminds me a lot of Tier because of like the aspect of like you can activate your stuff on your opponent's turn, so you're basically playing your opponent's turn during turn 0. Of course, it's not as powerful. It's a fair deck, but I think the deck is really good at what it does. And yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. I think it's a really good meta contender.
Okay, introduce us to this deck for those that don't know.
Alright, so first card, this is like the Heart and Soul. Hydrant. The whole deck is based around him. He's a Rhoda when he's on the field, and also can be targeted or for attacks or card effects while you control another Rescue Ace. But basically, when you have him in the field, all your Rescue Ace spawn traps, or they have like a second effect that you only get if you have him on the field, which is cool. I'm gonna get to that right now, but 3 of this one, obviously. You had 3 of the Lifter, so he's like a Stratos. He basically is a 1-card combo that makes your whole deck pop off. So you really want to see him. If you don't see him, it's okay, but like he's a 1-card combo, so you do everything with him. And he's one of the hand traps. Actually, all the non-machine Rescue Aces are like quote-unquote hand traps. You tribute them, and they either summon from the hand or from the deck. This one summons from the hand, but this one he's basically just Stratos for the deck. It's really cool. I have 3 Lifter. He's basically the other like quote-unquote hand trap. When your opponent activates a monster from the field, you tribute him, and then you can get a
Tribute from hand, correct?
You can tribute from hand or field.
Hand or field, okay.
Yeah, but you basically tribute him to bring one from the deck. Yeah, you can bring your big guys, and depending on the situation, you just bring whatever you need. And also, he has a cool effect here that says you can target your opponent's monsters. It can activate its effects. So this is cool because it works under stuff like Purely Noir. Use it, target the Noir, and it still affects the player, so they still won't be able to activate it.
They can't activate it, right? Yeah.
So this is really good against that deck. So it's one of my favorite cards, honestly.
That's really good, yeah.
I play for the machines, the Surveillance, basically the boss monster. He's the one who you activate, you set 4, and yeah, if your opponent like somehow gets rid of something on the field, you can destroy a card they control or whatever. But he's one of the
Would you say
monsters.
him resolving is pretty much just key to the strategy?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. You have ways to play around hand traps or stuff that may prevent him from resolving. There's some time you can obviously win games without resolving this, but this guy is like almost game if you resolve him. He's like nuts.
Set 4, can't ash it, it's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. You run 2 of the Fire Engine. Basically, when you summon a rescue race, it helps you chain block the lifter, and also it's cool when you summon it with impulse on your opponent's turn, because he can, when your opponent summons something, he can summon another of your little guys from the deck. So it's really good, and he's basically a free summon from the hand. It's just great. I like it a lot. I've seen some builds playing one. I think that's incorrect. I think you need two, but that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own take on the deck. You play two of the new Benter. So he's like, if you control another rescue race, he's a quick effect Pokemon, so he's really good versus Cash.
Oh yeah, I seen that come up. Yeah.
And he also lets you combo off with your other rescue race monsters, because he when he's sent to the graveyard in any wave, like from the hand, deck, whatever, he can target a banished one and summon it back. So it allows you to do your Cybers combos or stuff to play like around what's it called?
Shifter?
Not Shifter, evenly match or stuff like that. He's just really good to help you like span the board. I like it a lot, and the Pokemon, of course, is just great. And the one Fire Attacker, basically same effect as the Fire Engine. You summon something, you can summon him from your hand. But his effect is when your opponent adds a card, you draw two, discard one. So basically,
Nice.
Dugar is, which is cool. I like it a lot. You usually play on your opponent's turn. You draw your hand traps and stuff, so you can keep playing. So he's cool. For hand traps, we run 3 Ash, 3 Joel.
3 draw. Different rarities, bro, for sure.
I get what I have, but anyways.
Yeah.
So I like these 3 hand traps this format because this is okay, but it's really good against Branded, and I hate the deck. This is pretty much what makes a format like.
Joel's back. Would you say Joel's pretty much back for like in the main?
If you can afford it, yes. But
Okay.
like I said, this deck, like, you want to have as much like ways to like not let your opponent like play, because decks right now they're making big boards. Vanadium, Fernobos, any other deck that searches a lot, they're searching their stuff, and they're just playing. So you want something like in completely stop their turn. So that's why I'm playing this in the main deck.
Okay, because post DUNE, people are wondering, is it going to be more of a hand trap format, or is it going to be more of a board breaker format? Are you saying you're a little bit lenient more towards the hand traps?
I think it's both. I think if your deck can afford to board break with like high impact spells or cards, then yeah, sure, go for it. But my deck can't do that. So I need hand traps to try to stop my opponent from doing their stuff, so I can have a chance to be able to play and set up my stuff.
That's fair.
So that's why I play it like this.
Okay.
I play for consistency 3-pot. Obviously it's pot. I used to play 3-pot, 1 edge trap, but now that I'm playing more of the extra deck base, I need my extra deck kind of sometimes. So I'm playing Prosperity. So that's why it's good. It's just consistency. 3 emergency. This is a new card, it's like E-Tele from the deck, but then you have to tribute 1 from your hand or field. Basically makes the deck good now, I guess. And
Able to dodge Imperm that way and other stuff, right? Because then you end up tributing.
you could do that.
That's good.
And also, the secret effect in the graveyard, you can banish it to target a trap that has rescue on the name and just set it that turn. And let's say you have Hydrant, you can
Activate that turn, right? Yeah.
So it's cool. I like this card, my favorite card in the deck. I main deck to Super Volley.
It's a good card.
Yeah, a lot of decks are trying to do their dumb board where they like lock you out of the entire turn, or even if they earn like Dragon Link can do that, Minion can do it. They end on Baron plus Bestial Spatter. This is really good against it, and just other random stuff. But I'll just like it. 2 in the main is fine.
If you have room in the extra deck, then it's definitely worth playing.
Yeah, it's fine. 1 for 1 Rhoda. Those are
Consistency.
yeah, you're trying to get to your stuff. And for the rescue A stuff, I play 1 alert. This is the Monster Reborn. Sorry, they all look the same. But this is the Monster Reborn, and if you have Hydrant, you can Oh my bad. No, this is a Rhoda.
You're
They all look
good.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, this is the other one.
Yeah.
Exactly the same card, just different.
Oh, they look pretty alike. I
Yeah,
feel it. Yeah.
So this is the Rhoda,
Okay.
and this is basically the spirit summon from the graveyard. You can, if you have a hydrant, you can use your opponent's graveyard. If you have hydrant, you can search from the deck. Otherwise, you're adding from graveyard.
Okay. Got it.
So those are the two spells, and then the two traps. I don't play the third one, which is Rainforest. The Rainforest just makes your opponent makes your monster unaffected against 1500. It's cool, but I don't have any room for it, so.
It didn't come up at all today. You didn't think that you missed
No,
it.
I don't think you need
No?
it.
Okay.
No, but I mean, if you want to play it, if you have the room, go for it. But I don't think I needed it today. Contain. This is the it's like Imperm, but you have Hydrant. It makes it so it can be used as link material, fusion, synchro.
No material added to it.
No material added, so he's
Yeah.
like a really good Imperm. And this is the destruction, so this is just an effect monster. However, if you have Hydrant, it makes it so your opponent can't activate that card's effects. So it's really good. Just one and one of each because you can recycle them. And
Yeah, that card's effects period. So like, let's say it has a graveyard effect and you destroy it, it can't trigger those effects.
yeah, and anything if you have like another copy, they can't use the other one either.
Nice. Okay.
So,
Okay.
I play the field spell. I know some people don't play it. I like to play it because it helps you recycle all your stuff. Basically, cycle, draw one. It's really good in the grind game. Actually, grinded versus cashless round, and this was really good versus it. And it also lets you have another normal summon, double summon, which is good. And all your rescue ace gain 500 when your opponent has a monster. It has 3 effects. It's broken, in
Okay.
my opinion. You need one though. That's for the main deck. Extra deck. You play one firewall, the new one. I can explain this in a second. So one firewall dragon as well. One protocol talker. One Proti Magician, one Reproducus, one Link Decoder, and one Link Revo. So all this stuff right here, everything is basically part of that same combo. Serves one purpose, except for this one, but this one I'll explain right now. So this right here serves part of one combo. So you can make this guy, and you will be able to send the Cyrus Jewel's one, which I play one of, and this guy on your opponent's turn. Basically, this you send it to the graveyard on your turn. Lets you play around evenly match.
Yeah. Just a negator, right? Yeah.
Yeah, evenly match or Duster, which this deck struggles against those cards a lot. So this is you put this on the graveyard, and this is just because it's gonna stay on the field, of course. So you need something else to send, so you
Obviously,
send this.
yeah.
It's just a pre-negate for anything,
Okay.
which is cool. And this guy, he's there because there's sometimes where you have a hand, there's a certain combo where you could do, where you summon this and then use effect to go into this to be able, and you make this fire, and then this can be targeted by card effects. And if you bring turbulence out, which you will that turn, if you make this, it'll be unable to be targeted, so it'll always get
Nice.
its
I
effects
see.
to go through.
Making that fire and helping all your other monsters in the
Yeah,
deck.
it's a really cool thing that deck has.
Okay.
And then everything else is just like the super quality targets, which is these two, versus Vanadium, Dragon Link, like I said,
Yeah.
Baron, and
Thrown in the
This-
spatter, right?
yep.
Or, yeah.
and this is just another super quality target. Just
And then my dragon.
that's-
Pretty much a standard. Well, standard 2, and then that one that you chose to play. Okay.
Yeah, you just want to break boards. And it's a fire deck. Why not? You can add yourself back. Deco Target Hitso. You can make it too. There's a combo where you can like end this and set 4, and you just keep drawing. So you're always gaining advantage. And just a single target OCK stuff.
Nice.
Side deck, I play Tune, just 2, it's fine. I play 3 It's Encore.
Purely.
Yep, the one they go purely. And also, if Cash shifters you, I always keep 2 in the side deck against the deck. I will just encore them, and under shifter they don't get their materials back, so they're just gone.
Yeah, you can still encore them under shifter, correct?
Yeah, you can. They just won't get their materials, and you can do this under like I don't know. Before some people were playing the fossil dyna under like let's say you can't spare summon, you can still do this. You just have to target. Third super probably.
Third super, yeah.
I play triple cross out. This is mainly so I can play around evenly and duster. I chose this over Solemn Judgment because there's been instances that I would Judgment and evenly and then they'll do it again. But this also serves a second purpose where it helps you play around hand traps as well. So
something that Judgment can do, right? So you want a little versatility in the card.
Yeah, so this helps you either on your opponent's turn, and it can help you on your turn too. As called by the great, basically. Just to the
Cyclones, yeah. Fountain, still a thing, yeah.
One duster, just this duster, and
Labyrinth, other decks,
cross out targets. So.
That's fair.
And a 3 evenly match for those decks like Labyrinth stuff. Even the mirror match hurts a lot, so I need to have it there.
All right. Awesome. And then we got to see brand new deck, well, new and improved, I guess per se. And then you actually got to go against post Duelist Nexus decks. So you actually Unchained, right? You also played Unchained. That was another matchup. So you played against Infernoble, you played against Unchained, went against Kashira, the best deck. So you actually got a good amount of practice with it and a good amount of good matches with it.
I like it a lot. I feel like this deck is. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, but the people that talk about it, they're like, it's not gonna do too well because I'm at T, and they just look at OCG results, and I'm just like.
I think it's a really good tier 2, but you think it's even a really good tier 1 contender, correct?
I think it could be tier 1. I think
nice.
Definitely tier 1 for sure.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, Lisa's again, and thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and fully pull crazy in that box, man.